Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today in this video we are going to explain about Chikkaballapur district paper Part C biology. In that one let us answer the MCQ questions first. In that the 25th question of biology is a doctor suggested a patient to take less sugar in his diet. Which of the following glands is not functioning properly in that patient? Pituitary gland, thyroid gland, adrenal gland, pancreas. So less sugar in his diet, take less sugar in his diet anta bandaga he is suffering from a disease called diabetes. Diabetes ke karana adanತಹ gland that is called pancreas. So for 25th the right answer is option D. So let us write the option first, D, and the right answer is pancreas. Then coming to 26th question, the growth of pollen tube towards the ovule is an example of dash ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಏನೇ phototropism, chemotropism, hydrotropism, geotropism. So the right answer is option B, chemotropism. So option B, chemotropism. Then coming to 27th question, Ramesh visited his friend's rose garden. There he liked red rose and brought its stem, cutting and planted in his garden. The type of reproduction he followed is fission, budding, vegetative propagation, regeneration. So ಈ ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ನ ನಾವು ವೆಜಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಅವ್ನು ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ವೆಜಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ರೀಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ that is the option C. The right answer is option C, vegetative propagation. So 27th option C, the right answer is vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation is the right answer for 27th one. Now let us move for the 28th one. So that is a 1 marks question. What is emulsification? So what is emulsification? So 28th, so the process of emulsification is the process of breaking of large fat globules into small fat globules. Large fat globules ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಫ್ಯಾಟ್ ಗ್ಲೂಬ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ, ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಎಮಲ್ಸಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ 28th. ದೆನ್ 29, ರೈಟ್ ದ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಪಾತ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ಕ್. ಸೊ ರಿಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ಕಿನ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಪಾತ್ ಬರೆಯೋಕ್ಕೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ರೈಟ್ ದ ರಿಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್ ಪಾತ್ನ ಬರೆಯೋಣ. ಫಸ್ಟು Stimulus will be sensed by sensory organ. From the sensory organ, the information will be carried by sensory neuron to spinal cord. From the spinal cord, the signal will be carried by motor neuron. Motor neuron will carry the information to the effector. Effector in the sense muscles. And from the effector there will be response. So this is the pathway for reflex arc. Stimulus ge takkante ಏನು ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ, response. So this is the answer for 29th question. So now let us move for 30th question. Define speciation. So speciation andre ಏನು? The process of origin of new species. The process of origin of new species is called speciation. Now let us move for the 31st question. Differentiate between biodegradable and non-biodegradable substances. Give examples. So now let us answer the 31st question. So he asked, write the differences between biodegradable and non-biodegradable. One side biodegradable, another side non-biodegradable. So towards biodegradable side, the substances will decompose by biological process by bacteria. The substance will decompose, or the substance will be converted from complex to simple by biological process by bacteria. Like this said, the substance will not decompose by biological process. It cannot be decomposed by biological process. This is the first difference. Then coming to the second difference. So the second difference is it causes less pollution. Then it causes more pollution. Then the third difference is it will remain, that is biodegradable substances, it will remain less time in the environment. It remains less time in the environment. This side, it will remain long time in the environment. Example for biodegradable: vegetable peels, fruit peels, cow dung, etc. Then example for non-biodegradable substances: glass, plastic, rubber. All these are example for non-biodegradable substances. Like this, we have to differentiate between biodegradable and non-biodegradable substances. Next, let us move for 32nd. Here 32nd question is about draw a diagram showing the excretory system in human being and label the part mentioned below. ಒಂದು ಯೂರಿನರಿ ಬ್ಲಾಡರ್ ಬರೀಬೇಕು, ಎರಡನೇದು ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ರೀನಲ್ ಆರ್ಟರಿನ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. So we have to answer these we have to label these two parts. Next, explain monohybrid cross with suitable example using the checkerboard. So checkerboard na use ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು monohybrid cross ಅನ್ನ define ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, explain ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So or another option is there, internal choice. Explain briefly the process of sex determination in human beings. Now let us answer both the questions. So ಎರಡು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೂಡ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. So 33, what is meant by monohybrid cross? So let us answer this one. Monohybrid cross means a cross between two plants which differ by one character. A cross between two plants which differ by one character is called monohybrid cross. So ಇದನ್ನ monohybrid cross ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನ ತಗೋಣ. ಒಂದು ಟಾಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ನ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಅದನ್ನ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಕ್ರಾಸಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಡ್ವಾರ್ಫ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಟಾಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ನ ಒಂದು ಡ್ವಾರ್ಫ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಟಾಲ್ಗೆ which is the gene responsible for the tallness, capital T. This capital T is called genotype of tall plant, and small t is the genotype of dwarf plant. So here during gamete formation, half of the number will be in the gametes, capital T during gamete formation, small t. Now let us see what we get in F1 generation. So during F1 generation, let us write the checkerboard for F1 generation. Capital T, small t. So this is gametes. These are gametes. This is the checkerboard for F1 monohybrid cross in F1 generation. Capital T, small t, capital T, small t, capital. So capital T, small t, capital T, small t. So capital T, small t. So tall plant. Capital T, small t. So capital T, small t. That plant grows as a tall plant. Capital T, small t, again tall. Capital T, small t, again tall. Capital T, small t, again tall. That means in F1 generation, all the offspring will have same genotype. So all the offspring will have the same genotype. So baby plant or offspring that we get in F1 generation, that will be made self pollination during F2 generation. So ಈಗ F2 generation ಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಣ. So during F2 generation, the baby plant or the offspring that we get during F1 generation will be made self-pollinated. Why it is made self-pollinated? Because they have the same type of genotype. They have same genotype. So during gamete formation, capital T, small t. Again during gamete formation, capital T, small t. Now let us write the checkerboard for this one. Capital T, small t, capital T, small t. So this is in F2 generation. So in F2 generation, so capital T, small t is self-pollinated with capital T, small t. So capital T, capital T, the plant grows as a tall plant. Capital T, small t, the plant grows as a tall plant. Small t, capital T, the plant grows as a tall plant. Small t, the plant grows as a dwarf plant. That means the character of tallness which has hidden in the first generation. So first generation ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಟಾಲ್ನೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂತಹ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಹಿಡನ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತೋ ಅದು F2 ಜನರೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹಿಡನ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ F2 ಜನರೇಷನ್. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೀಗ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ಫಿನೋಟಿಪಿಕ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಜಿನೋಟಿಪಿಕ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋ. ಸೊ ಫಿನೋಟಿಪಿಕ್ ಮತ್ತು ಜಿನೋಟಿಪಿಕ್ ಎರಡು ರೇಷಿಯೋನ ಬರೆಯೋಣ. So let us write phenotypic and genotypic ratio. So in phenotypic ratio, so you have to observe that is physical appearance. So 3 are tall, that is 3:1 is dwarf. Therefore the phenotypic ratio for monohybrid cross is 3:1. In that genotypic barana, capital T, how much is there? Only 1:2. Capital T, small t, how many are there? 2:2. Small t, how many are there? 1. Therefore, the genotypic ratio for monohybrid cross is 1:2:1. So like this, you have to explain about that what we call it as monohybrid cross with checkerboard. So ಇದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಈ ರೀತಿ ಬರಿತಾ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. So let us answer another question here. That question is explain briefly the process of sex determination in human beings. So let us answer that question. In male and in female, each cell has 23 pairs of chromosomes. Out of 23 pairs, 22 pairs are autosomes and one pair, that is 23rd pair is called sex chromosomes. In male 23rd pair has X and Y chromosomes, but in female 23rd pair has 2X chromosomes. Full stop. During gamete formation, half of the chromosomes during gamete formation, half of the chromosomes will get separated. So male anta tagondre, in male, so XY is there. During gamete formation, only half of the chromosomes. In female, during gamete formation, so female has 2X chromosomes. So during gamete formation, half of the number of chromosomes will be separated. So now let us write the checkerboard for this one. So these two are gametes and these two are also gametes. So during gamete formation, these gametes will get fused. So how the gametes will get fused, let us see through checkerboard. X will combine and the child will be girl. X will get combined, the child will be girl. YX will get combined, the child will be boy. YX will get combined, the child will be boy. That is, during intercourse, or during fusion, there is chances of getting either a boy or girl baby will be 50-50% chances will be there. Therefore the gender of the child depends on chromosome of father, not mother, because mother has homozygous but father has heterozygous. Therefore, the gender of the child depends upon chromosomes of father, not the chromosomes of mother. So mothers having same, that is homozygous, but father have heterozygous. Now let us answer the next 34th question. Acquired traits of an individual do not inherit in the next generation. Justify this statement with reason and example. So now let us Dear, let us explain this one. So let us go for 34th question. So acquired traits of an individual do not inherit in the next generation anta kelidiyane. So justify this statement anta helidiyane. So let us answer for this question now. So let us answer this question now. Acquired traits of an individual do not inherit in the next generation because this happens, that is acquired traits. This happens involves change in the non-reproductive tissues which cannot be passed onto germ cells or the progeny. Therefore these traits which will not include genes cannot be inherited to the next generation. ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಅದೇನಾದ್ರು ಜರ್ಮ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಮೂಲಕ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಖಂಡಿತ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಅದು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅದರಿಂದ ಇಟ್ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಪಾಸ್ಡ್ ಟು ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ನ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಬೋತ್ father and mother have less knowledge that is they are uneducated but their son or daughter will become a knowledgeable person. Son or daughter will become knowledgeable person because of their effort, concentration and interest. Because of their effort, concentration and interest. That means the knowledge what they gained is not from their parents but they gained themselves not through genes. So like this we have to explain acquired traits of an individual do not inherit in the next generation. So this is about 34th question. Now we are going to answer for 35th. In that one, let us see what is the 35th question. The rate of breathing in an aquatic organism is much faster than terrestrial organism. Why ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಅದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಬಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫೋಟೋಸಿಂಥಸಿಸ್? ನೇಮ್ ದ 3 events that occur during photosynthesis in plants ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. So now let us answer both the questions. So A question, the rate of breathing in an aquatic organism is much faster than terrestrial. Why? Because the amount of dissolved oxygen in water is very less. So this is the reason why the breathing rate is more, because the amount of dissolved oxygen in water is very less when compared to terrestrial. So this is the answer. Then in that one B, what is meant by photosynthesis? So ಏನು photosynthesis ಅಂದ್ರೆ the process of preparing food by plants using carbon dioxide, water in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. Is called photosynthesis. 6CO2 plus 6H2O in presence of sunlight, chlorophyll, it forms C6H12O6 carbohydrate plus byproduct oxygen. Then what are the three events that occur during photosynthesis? The first is absorption of sunlight by chlorophyll. This is the first event. Then second event is conversion of light energy into chemical energy and splitting of water into hydrogen and oxygen. This is the second event. Then coming to the third event, reduction of carbon dioxide to carbohydrates. So this is the third event. So like this we have to answer this question. So in this one only, in 35th only, one internal choice question is there. Let us answer that internal choice question also. That is, how transpiration is helpful in plants for water transportation. So now let us answer. In that one only, one more question is there. Name the 4 chambers of human heart and mention their functions. So now let us answer both the questions. So transpiration means the process of loss of water from the aerial part of the plant body. This is called transpiration. So how transpiration helpful in plants for water transportation ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಬರೆಯೋಣ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್. ಮೊದಲನೇ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್, ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್ results in, due to transpiration it results in transpiration pull, which thereby increases the rate of absorption of water along with minerals from the soil from the soil through roots. This is the first point. ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್ ನಡೆಯೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್ ಪುಲ್ ಉಂಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್ ಪುಲ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ರೂಟ್ನಿಂದ ವಾಟರನ್ನು ಮತ್ತು ಸಾಯಿಲ್ನಿಂದ ವಾಟರ್ನ ಮತ್ತು ಮಿನರಲನ್ನು ರೂಟ್ನ ಮೂಲಕ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಪುಲ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್ ನಡೆಯೋದ್ರಿಂದನೇ ರೂಟ್ನಿಂದ ವಾಟರು ಪುಲ್ ಆಗೋದು. ಇದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. ನಾವು ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್, transpiration helps in transportation of absorbed minerals to all the parts of the plant through xylem, tracheids and vessels. So this much you have to answer for transpiration. Now let us move for the second B question. Name the four chamber of human heart and mention their functions ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ 4 ಚೇಂಬರ್ಗೆ ಬರೋಣ. ಸೊ ಮೊದಲನೇ ಚೇಂಬರ್ಗೆ ಬರೋಣ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರೈಟ್ ಏಟ್ರಿಯಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರೈಟ್ ವೆಂಟ್ರಿಕಲ್. ರೈಟ್ ಏಟ್ರಿಯಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರೈಟ್ ವೆಂಟ್ರಿಕಲ್. ಸೊ ಇವರಿಬ್ಬರದು ಕೆಲಸ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ, ಟು ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ deoxygenated blood and to transport it to the lungs. ಇದೆ ಇವರಿಬ್ರು ಕೆಲಸ. ದೆನ್ ಇನ್ನಿಬ್ರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರು ಯಾರಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಏಟ್ರಿಯಮ್ and left ventricle. So what are the functions of these two? They collect oxygenated blood from lungs and transport it to all the parts of the body through aorta. So this is the function of 4 chambers that are present in the human heart. So this is about that is the function of 4 chambers. Then coming to 36th question, what are the different methods of contraception? What is the advantage of using copper T in female? So now let us answer this question. So adralli ಒಂದು internal choice question ide. What could be the reason for adopting contraceptive methods? So let us answer both of them. So let us answer 36th first question answer ಮಾಡೋಣ. What are the different methods of contraceptions? The different methods of contraception is, the first method is called mechanical or it is called barrier method. Mechanical method or barrier method. And the second method is called as chemical method. Second one is chemical method. And the third method is called surgical method. And the fourth method is called educative method. So these are the 4 methods of contraception. Mechanical method or barrier method by using what we call it as condoms. Then chemical method by using oral pills. Surgical method by using ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬೈ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಸರ್ಜರಿ. ಇದರೊಳಗಡೆ ಎರಡು ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಒಂದು ವ್ಯಾಸಕ್ಟಮಿ ಫಾರ್ ಮೆನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟ್ಯುಬೆಕ್ಟಮಿ ಫಾರ್ ಫೀಮೇಲ್. ದೆನ್ ಅನದರ್ ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ಬೈ ಎಜುಕೇಟಿವ್ ಮೆಥಡ್. ಸೊ ಅದರೊಳಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಕಾಪರ್ ಟೀ ಇನ್ ಫೀಮೇಲ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಕಾಪರ್ ಟೀನ ಯೂಸ್ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಸೊ ದ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಪರ್ ಟೀ ಈಸ್ ದಟ್ ವೆನ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ intercourse, when sperm is ejaculated into the vagina, this copper tea will not make the sperm to meet the egg. That means copper tea acts like a wall. If egg is not fertilized, then female will not become pregnant. So to avoid pregnancy in female, they are using copper tea. So this is about copper tea in female. Now let us move for the next question. What could be the reason for adopting contraceptive methods? So now let us answer this question. So what could be the reason for adopting contraceptive methods anta ide. So idikke naviga answer ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗೋಣ. What could be the reasons anta ide. So the first method is the first reason for our adopting contraceptive method is the first is people use contraceptives for birth control, that is to stop having unwanted children. So ಇದು ಟೋಟಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಮೆಥಡಿಗೆ ಬರೋಣ. ಸೊ ದ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಫ್ contraceptives helps space the timing of the births of the children. ಒಂದು ಮಗು ಮತ್ತು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮಗುವಿನ ನಡುವೆ ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಮಗು ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದಂಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮಗು ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಸೊ ತಾಯಿಗೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮದರ್ಗೆ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಆ ಬರ್ತ್ನ ನಡುವೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಟೈಮಿಂಗ್ ಇರಬೇಕು ಆ ಬರ್ತ್ನ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಸೊ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಸೆಪ್ಟಿವ್ಸ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ನ ನೋಡೋದಾದರೆ ದಿಸ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಸೆಪ್ಟಿವ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ adopting this one will reduces the risk of getting a sexually transmitted diseases. By adopting a contraceptive method, we can avoid a sexually transmitted diseases. So sexually transmission ಇಂದ ಬರುವಂತಹ ಡಿಸೀಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು avoid ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. You can avoid this one. So this is about contraceptive reasons for adopting contraceptive method. ಒಂದು ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳೋದು, ಎರಡನೇದು ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಟೂ children there should be a gap of birth, then we have to avoid sexually transmitted diseases. Now let us move for the 37th question. Name the bacteria which causes pollution of the river Ganga. Mention the disadvantage of constructing huge dams. So now let us answer these two questions. So ಎರಡು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವೀಗ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. So 37th one, A, name the bacteria which causes pollution of the river Ganga. The name of the bacteria is coliform bacteria. The name of the bacteria is coliform bacteria. Then another one is there. Name the disadvantages of constructing huge dams. If we construct huge dams, usually three problems will be there. One is called as a social problem. Then second one is called as economical problem. One is social problem. Second one is economical problem. And the third one is called as environmental problem. So in two lines, let us explain all the three. Then the third one is called environmental problem. So ಮೂರು ರೀತಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಗಳು ಉಂಟಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಒಂದು ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಮು, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಎಕನಾಮಿಕಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಮು, ಮೂರನೇದು ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ತ್ರೀ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ that we may get when huge dams are constructed. Let us explain in two lines each problem. So first social problem ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ, so in social problem ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ mainly displace large number of peasants and tribals. That is rehabilitation problem. ಸೊ ಜನಗಳನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಡೆಗೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಡ್ಯಾಮ್ನ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ. ಅವರು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರು ಅಲ್ಲೋಗಿ ಸೆಟ್ಲ್ ಆಗೋದು ತುಂಬ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ರಿಹ್ಯಾಬಿಲಿಯೇಷನ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಒಂದು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಗೆ ಬರೋಣ. ಸೊ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್, ಒನ್ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್. So constructing a dam is not a simple one, it is a huge project. So one project will consume large amount. So ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾವು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಅಮೌಂಟನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನಾಟ್ ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ದ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅದರ್ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಇದು ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. That is, one project will consume large amount. Then coming to the environmental problem ke barana. So idrinda, if you want to construct a dam, you have to cut all the trees and plants. So it leads to, so environmental problem ke bandre, it leads to deforestation. ಒಂದು ಅದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಬರೆಯೋಣ, and the loss of biological diversity or biodiversity, and the loss of biological diversity. So these are the three reasons or three disadvantage of constructing dams. So ಇಷ್ಟನ್ನು ನೀವು ಇದರೊಳಗಡೆ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ the last question of this paper, Chikkaballapur paper, is draw the diagram showing the vertical section of human brain and label the parts ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಬಿಲೋ. ಒಂದು ಸೆರೆಬ್ರಮ್ ಬರೀಬೇಕು, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮೆಡುಲ್ಲಾ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಸೆರೆಬ್ರಮ್ ಫೋರ್ ಬ್ರೈನ್, ಮೆಡುಲ್ಲಾ ಹೈಂಡ್ ಬ್ರೈನ್. ಸೊ ಎರಡು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಬ್ರೈನ್ನ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಬರೆದು ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸೊ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಫಾರ್ ವಾಚಿಂಗ್ ಮೈ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಚಾನಲ್. ಸೊ ದೋಸ್ ಆರ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ಡ್, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ವಾಚ್ ಮೈ ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್, ಶೇರ್ ಮೈ ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ and like my videos. Along with that, please press the bell button to get the notification for the new video. And those who have not subscribed, please subscribe my channel and encourage my videos. So thank you very much.